everyone. In this class, I want to discuss with you all very important 2 marks questions as well as answers in commerce for junior inter students. Whatever I am going to discuss now, all are very important from the examination point of view. Let us go into the discussion now one by one. Here, first one is Karta. Karta. Karta means he is head of the joint Hindu family business. So, head of the joint Hindu family business is called Karta. Who will become head of the joint Hindu family? Always eldest person in the family. Eldest person in the family is going to become Karta. If suppose Karta died, the other eldest person in the family is going to act as Karta. So always eldest person in the family is going to take the responsibility of Karta. And what are the duties of Karta? He prepares all accounting records and he only takes the decisions in the business. And no one is going to question Karta, and he is not answerable to anyone. And after his death, the other eldest person in the family is going to become Karta. So this is about Karta. And what about other members in the family? Other members in the family are known as co-partners. So let me read this. So this is the answer that you can copy as it is for 2 marks. And those who prefer first one, you can take first one. And those who actually want to write in a short way, so you can take the next one down. Okay, let us discuss. Let me read it. So, Karta means head of the joint Hindu family is called Karta. He prepares accounts for the business and he only takes decisions in the business. After the death of Karta, other eldest member in the family becomes Karta. And short one is head of the joint Hindu family is called Karta. Eldest member in the family becomes Karta. He prepares accounts for the business. So this is complete answer for 2 marks in the final examination. So those who want to prefer first one, you can take first one, and those who want to write in a short way, you can take next one. So you will get 2 marks if you write this definition of Karta. Let us discuss next one now. So next one is commerce. Commerce is nothing but it is an organized system of distribution of goods and services among the people. So actually there should be one system, and that should be organized system to distribute goods to public. So manufacturers are going to manufacture in one place, and those goods should be distributed all over the country. So here there should be one organized system to distribute the goods among the public, among the customers. So that organized system is known as commerce. Okay, so here commerce actually creates place utility for the goods, because they can transfer goods from one place to another place. So manufacturing place to customers consumption place. Here place utility is given by commerce to the goods. So not only goods, services also will be provided through this system. So here commerce includes trade as well as aids to trade. Okay, so this is a definition of commerce. Hope you understood. Let me read this. Commerce is the organized system of distribution of goods and services among people. It is called commerce. It creates utility to goods and services, and it includes trade and aids to trade. Okay, so that is a complete definition. If anyone wants to write a simple definition, you can prefer the down one. That is, it is an organized system of distribution of goods and services among people. It creates utility. Okay, so this is about commerce. Let us discuss next one now. Unlimited liability. unlimited liability means what? So first of all, in every business, owner has to bear some risk, because risk is one of the characteristic feature of the business. So owner always should be ready to face the risk. Risk means possibility of loss. Okay, so here sometimes, always we can't expect profits in the business. Sometimes there may be losses also in the business. So if there are continuous losses in the business, then debts also will become more for the business. And owner means business has to pay all the debts first. If business is unable to pay debts, then owner's personal property will be attached to the business debts. Okay, so whenever owner personal property will be used for payment of business debts, it is called unlimited liability. Liability is not limited, it is unlimited. So here owner of the business liability is unlimited. Unlimited means the debts, the payment of debts or the liabilities of business are attached to the personal property of the owner. So here danger is there. Okay, danger for the personal property of the owner. Okay, this is called unlimited liability. Limited liability always is good for the owner. Okay, but unlimited liability is dangerous one, because personal property will be attached. Personal properties are used for payment of business debts. Okay, so here I am going to read what actually I mentioned here. So you can look at the picture here. So here unlimited liability. In case of continuous losses in the business, the debts of the business becomes more. For payment of these debts, personal property will be used. If business is unable to pay business debts, personal property will be used to pay business debts. That is called unlimited liability. Okay, so there is a short definition also for this. Those who want to prefer simple one, you can take next one. In case of losses, the debts of business becomes more. If personal property of owner is used to pay debts of the business, is called unlimited liability. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can mention in the comment section so that I'll reply for your doubts. Let us move to the next one. So next one is sleeping partner. In case of partnership business, there are so many kinds of partners. So one of the partner is sleeping partner. Sleeping partner means he is actually investing money in the business. He shares profits as well as losses of the business, but he don't participate in day-to-day activities of the business. Okay, so that is why we call him as a sleeping partner. He never participates in day-to-day activities of the business. Okay, so we can call him as a sleeping partner. And he is also known as dormant partner. He contributes capital and shares profits and losses. Okay, so this is about sleeping partner. So let me read that. The partner who does not participate in the day-to-day activities of business, that is not after so activities of business. Okay, so it is printed wrongly, not after, of business. So hope you will take correctly. And he is known as sleeping partner. He is also called dormant partner. He contributes capital, shares profits and losses of the business. Okay, and there is a simple definition here down. The partner who does not participate in day-to-day activities of business is called sleeping partner, and he is also called dormant partner. Okay, so only few lines, so that itself will become a correct answer. So you can prefer first one or second one. You will get 2 marks for that. Okay, So those who want to write more information, you can write first one, and those who want to write in a simple manner, you can take next down one. So hope you understood. Let us move to next one. Promoter. Promoter means actually company, joint stock company. Joint stock company is going to be incorporated by promoter. Promoter is one person who is going to establish, who is going to take all preliminary steps for the establishment of company. So he is the one who is going to form the company. He registers the company. Registering means he takes all the steps for registration of the company. Okay, and he prepares all necessary documents for establishment of company. So he is the one who actually is behind the company and for starting of the company and for incorporation of the company. He is the first person who controls the company's affairs. Okay, so he is known as promoter. Let me read the definition which is given here. So promoter is a person who does the necessary preliminary work to the formation of a company. The first person who controls a company affairs are its promoters. Okay, so let me read next one also. A promoter is a person who performs necessary steps in the formation of a company. So this is a simple definition. So anything you can prefer and you can write in the examination so that you will get 2 out of 2 marks. Let me discuss the next one. Next one is partner by estoppel. So next one is partner by estoppel. So partner by estoppel. Who is this? Who is actually partner by estoppel? In case of partnership firm, there are different types of partners. So one of the partner is partner by estoppel. Just now I discussed with you regarding sleeping partner. So partner by estoppel is another type of partner. Who is he? How can we define partner by estoppel? So actually he is a person who behaves in front of others or in the public in a way that he is a partner in one particular business. In reality he is not a partner. Okay, but just by his acts, through his behavior, he is going to give an impression to others that he also is one of the partner in the partnership firm. But in reality he is not a partner. Okay, so we can call that person as a partner by estoppel. Okay, but here he is not going to invest money in the business. He is not going to share profits and losses of the business, but he is going to be liable completely for the debts of the business to the third party. Okay, so this is about partner by estoppel. So let me read this. A person who behaves in the public in such a way as to give an impression that he is a partner in the firm. He is called partner by estoppel. Such partners are fully liable to third parties. And there is a simple definition. A person who behaves in the public that he is a partner of business. Okay, so this is about partner by estoppel. Let us discuss next one. Next one is partner by holding out, and he is also one of the partner in partnership business. Actually partnership business is managed by all partners or any one partner on behalf of all, and all the rules and regulations are laid down in the Indian Partnership Act 1932. So here one of the partner that we are going to discuss about him, he is partner by holding out. Who is he actually? So he is a partner. He in reality he is not a partner, but here in partnership business, out of already existing partner, any one partner or complete partnership firm is declaring that one person is a partner in their business, but that person is not a partner in reality he is not a partner. But partnership firm, either partnership firm or any one partner in the business is just declaring that that particular person is a partner, but that person is not saying anything, he is remaining calm. So there is a proverb, silence constitutes half of the acceptance. So here silence is half of the acceptance. Okay, if he remains silent, everyone can assume that okay, he may be the partner in the business, but in real he is not a partner. But if he remains silent, okay, he has to actually say that he is not a partner, but he is not doing anything like that. Then everyone will assume that he is a partner. Okay, then he is liable to third parties if by believing that that particular person is a partner in the business. If any third party is giving or lending money to partnership business, then this person, partner by holding out, that person is going to pay the debt if partnership business is not able to pay. Okay, so we can call that person as a partner by holding out. So let me read this. A partner or partnership firm declared that a particular person is a partner of the firm and such person does not disclaim it, then he is known as partner by holding out, because silence is half of the acceptance. Such a partner is not entitled to profits, but he is fully liable for the debts of the partnership firm. This is full complete definition. If anyone is going to prefer a simple one, you can take next down one. Let me read that also. If a partnership firm declares a particular person as a partner, but he is not a partner in real, he is known as partner by estoppel. Okay, hope you understood this. Let me go to next one. So next one is partnership firm. Partnership firm means partnership business. So partnership business, always partnership firm is managed by Indian Partnership Act 1932. So here any one person or on behalf of any one person can manage the business, or all can manage the business. Otherwise anyone on behalf of all also can manage the partnership business. So here all partners have to bring investment into the business, and they are going to share profits and losses in the business, and they are liable for the debts of the business. Okay, and everyone can manage the business, or anyone on behalf of all also can manage the affairs of the business. This is a definition that is given by Indian Partnership Act 1932 in section 4. Let me read that now. So here, according to section 4 of Indian Partnership Act 1932, the relationship between person who have agreed to share the profits of business carried on by all or anyone acting for all is called partnership firm. So in case of partnership business, minimum number required are 2. So more than 2 members also can do the partnership business, but minimum 2 members are required. So let me read short definition also. Any business started by 2 or more than 2 persons is called partnership firm. Okay, so this is about partnership firm. Let us go to next one. Common seal. Common seal actually is a stamp which is allotted to a company to use in the place of signature. So company, nothing but joint stock company, actually it should be registered under Indian Companies Act 1956. So who are going to take all the preliminary steps for establishment of the company? Promoters. So promoters have to take the responsibility of incorporation of a company. So when company is established, it is actually will get some recognition by law, it has perpetual existence, and it is a legal person, and law is creating the company as an artificial person. So company itself has to sign on the documents. So company is an artificial person, it can't sign on the documents. That is why common seal is provided by the act for all companies. So common seal is nothing but it is a stamp that will be printed on every document where actually company has to sign. So on the on that stamp the company name is engraved on the common seal that will be printed on the documents. Common seal is compulsory for all the companies. So this is about common seal. Let me read this. First one is short one, down one is long one. So any one you can write. Both are sufficient definitions from the final examination point of view. Anything you can prefer. So here common seal is stamp which is allotted to a company to use in the place of signature. And next one, as a company is not a natural person, it cannot sign on its documents. Hence, the common seal is used in the place of signature. The name of the company is engraved on it. Okay. So, this is the definition of common seal. Let us go and discuss next one. That is entrepot trade. First of all, trade means purchasing and selling of goods is known as trade. So, what is entrepot trade then? Entrepot trade is one type of foreign trade. In case of foreign trade, that is foreign trade is divided into three types: export trade, import trade, entrepot trade. So here we have to discuss about entrepot trade. So entrepot trade means purchasing goods. If one country is purchasing goods from other country and selling those goods immediately to another country, then we call it as entrepot trade. So one country is purchasing goods and immediately those goods are sold to another country. We can call it as entrepot trade. So there is one example also. Suppose India is purchasing calculators from Japan and selling to China. Okay, it is called entrepot trade. Here we have definition and I am going to read it. You can see. If one country purchases the goods from other country and sells to another country is known as entrepot trade. Example, India is purchasing calculators from Japan and selling to China. It is known as entrepot trade. It is called or known as, you can write, that is not and, it is called entrepot trade. Okay. So it is called entrepot trade. And let me read next down one, that is simple one. If one country purchases goods from other country and sells to another country is known as entrepot trade. So here I'm not here you need not write example. If you want to write example, you can. So let me discuss next one. That is minimum subscription. So minimum subscription means what? Actually, at the time of registration or incorporation of the company, promoters have to take all preliminary steps for registration of the company. What they have to do? They have to apply for registration. They have to prepare all important documents and they need to submit to the company's registrar. And if company registrar satisfies with all documents provided by promoters, then he will issue one certificate that is known as certificate of incorporation. If if company is going to receive that certificate of incorporation, private companies can start their business. So this first certificate, that is certificate of incorporation, is sufficient to start the business for private companies. But public companies have to wait till they get second certificate, that is known as certificate of commencement of business. Then how they will get that second certificate? If they are able to collect minimum amount by selling shares to public within 120 days of receiving the first certificate, then registrar will issue second certificate. Okay, so here within 120 days they have to collect a minimum amount from the public by issuing shares within 120 days of receiving a certificate of incorporation. So that amount is known as minimum subscription. If they are able to collect minimum subscription from public, then registrar will issue them certificate of commencement of business so that they can start, public companies can start the business. So this is about minimum subscription. So I am going to read this. You can see. Minimum subscription means minimum amount that a public company must receive from the public by issue of shares within 120 days of receiving certificate of incorporation. Public companies get certificate of commencement of business from registrar only after collecting minimum subscription. There is a simple definition for this. It is the amount that public company must receive, that is must, not mustard, that is must. Must receive, that is not mustard, that is must. Okay. So it is the amount that public company must receive from the public within 120 days. So this is a simple definition. Let me go and discuss next one. That is holding company. So holding company means, suppose one company is controlling the management of another company, then we can call that company which is controlling the other company as holding company. So if one company is able to control the management of other company, this company who is controlling, we can call it as holding company, and the company which is actually controlled by this holding company is known as subsidiary company. Okay, so here we have definition. Where one company controls the management of another company, the controlling company is called holding company. The company which is controlled by holding company is, he is not there, is called subsidiary company. Okay, so let me read a simple definition. When one company controls the management of another company, controlling company is called holding company. This is simple definition. Let me discuss next one. Registered company. So registered, the word itself defines the registered company. The word registered itself defines the company here. So a company which is actually registered under Companies Act 1956 or Companies Act 2013 is called registered company. Okay, so it is known as registered company. So here we can both the definitions are same, that simple one, everything you can write, you have to write compulsorily these lines for 2 marks. Okay, so next one, quorum. So quorum means every company has to conduct meetings. So whenever company has to conduct meetings, it sends invitations. Then all the shareholders and the one who actually received invitations are going to attend for the meeting. So minimum number to start the meeting are known as quorum. So quorum should be there to conduct the meeting. So minimum numbers required for a meeting of the company is known as quorum. Okay, so let me read this. Every company has to conduct meetings. It will conduct the meeting only if minimum members attend the meeting. The number of persons required to attend a meeting held in a company is called quorum. And there is a simple definition. minimum members required to attend a meeting of a company is called quorum. Okay, so let me discuss next one. This is incorporation. You already know what is incorporation in recent just now I discussed in previous questions also. Incorporation means establishment of company. So how the company is going to be established? Through registration. So every company comes into existence only by registration. So legal registration is required under Indian Companies Act 1956 or Indian Companies Act 2013. Actually 2013 Act is Amendment Act. So okay, whenever any company is registered by following all preliminary steps and legal registration is done, then we can call it as incorporation of a company. So who are going to incorporate or establish the company? Promoters. Okay, so let me read this. Every company has to get registration, then only the company will be started. The legal registration of a company under Indian Companies Act 1956 or Indian Company Act 2013 is known as incorporation. So promoters incorporate the company. So simple one is legal registration of a company under Indian Companies Act 1956 or 2013 is called incorporation. So this is a simple one. Let me read the next one. Statement in lieu of prospectus. So statement in lieu of prospectus, actually it is a document. So it is actually used in the place of prospectus. So it is a substitution for the prospectus. If any company is not preparing prospectus, it can follow statement in lieu of prospectus. This statement in lieu of prospectus already available in Indian Companies Act. So if any company is unable to prepare prospectus on its own, then they can follow this, they can issue this to the public. Okay, so this is about statement in lieu of prospectus, and here there is a definition for this. Let me read that. The statement in lieu of prospectus is a substitute of prospectus. If any company is not preparing prospectus, can follow statement in lieu of prospectus. So simple one is the statement in lieu of prospectus is a substitute of prospectus. So let me discuss next one. Memorandum of Association. So memorandum of association is one important document of the company which is actually prepared at the time of registration of the company. So this memorandum of association works or acts as a constitution of a company. So in India we have constitution. Every country has constitution. So in the similar way, every company also must have a constitution. That constitution of a company is called a memorandum of association because it works like that. So here memorandum of association is going to act like a constitution of company, and that is why we can also call it as charter of the company, and it is an external document because the information whatever is provided in memorandum of association is useful for all the outside people, public. So they if they want to know anything about the company, they can go through this memorandum of association. So that is why we can call it as external document. So actually in memorandum of association, company scope, everything, company activities, okay, so as well as the relation of the company with outside world, so everything actually is given clearly in memorandum of association. So actually information in memorandum of association is divided into clauses wise. So we have name clause, situation clause, capital clause, liability clause, so objective clause. These all clauses are there in memorandum of association. Let me read this. Memorandum of association is the constitution of a company. It is a charter of the company. It is also known as external document of a company. It defines the scope of the company's activities as well as its relation with the outside world. So there is a simple definition down. Memorandum of association is a constitution of a company. It is an external document. That's all. It's very simple. Okay, if anyone wants to write more, you can write like this. So information in the memorandum of association is divided into clauses wise. So memorandum of association have clauses like first one name clause, situation clause, second one, third one objective clause, fourth one liability clause, fifth one capital clause, sixth one is situation clause. So total 6 clauses are there. You can extend the answer if you want. But for 2 marks, this answer is sufficient. You can write any one. That's enough. And let me discuss next one, that is articles of association. So articles of association is also one of the important document of the company. So it is also must be prepared at the time of registration of the company. It should be submitted with the registrar of the company. So it is known as internal document. Just now I discussed with you memorandum of association, that is external document, and this is internal document, because how actually internal management have to be done, that all details are mentioned in articles of association. So for internal affairs, everyone follows the articles of association. Okay, so that is why we can call this as an internal document. So information is useful for internal management of the company. Okay, so let me read this. The rules and regulations framed for the internal management of the company are set out in a document which is named as Articles of Association. It is also known as internal document of a company. Information of Articles of Association is useful for the internal management of the company. Okay, there is a simple definition. It is also known as internal document. Rules and regulations of internal management are set out in this. So let us move and discuss next one. Prospectus. So prospectus is nothing but invitation or document of invitation. So it is actually invitation which is given by a company to the public. So why company is inviting the public? So the document of invitation is known as prospectus actually. Why the company is going to invite public? Because a company wants to get public to subscribe for the share capital or debentures of the company. So that is why invitation should be given. So then public will come to know about the company and they will come forward and they will subscribe for the shares or debentures of the company. So that is why invitation is must on behalf of the company. So invitation document of invitation which is used for inviting public is known as prospectus. Okay, so let me read this. Prospectus is a document inviting offers from public for subscription of shares, that is shares that is not shares, that is shares, SHARES. So typed wrongly, that is shares, SHARES, shares or debentures of a company. Prospectus is an invitation given by a company for subscription. So there is a simple definition. Prospectus is a document which invites public to subscribe for shares of a company. Okay, so let me discuss next one. This is certificate of commencement of business. I already discussed this in the previous questions. Certificate of commencement of business actually is a second document which is issued by registrar of companies to public companies. If companies wants to get registration, they have to apply for registration. First they will get first certificate known as certificate of incorporation. So private companies can start the business, but public companies can't start the business immediately. They have to wait till they get second certificate, that is known as certificate of commencement of business. So how they will get the second certificate? What they have to do? They have to collect minimum subscription from public within 120 days of receiving first certificate. Then registrar will issue this certificate of commencement of business. This certificate is useful for all public companies. So they have to get this certificate to start the business. Let me read this. This is an important document to be received by a company before its commencement of business. This certificate is issued by registrar only after collection of minimum subscription. So there is a simple definition. It is a document which is issued to a public company after collection of minimum subscription. So if you want to write full story of this, what I explained, you can write it. But for 2 marks, this is enough. Let